What's up, man? What's up with the message?
Did you smoke?
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Nah, I'm good. Have a good one. We'll get to that clip later. Today's video is going to be interesting. Different topics. Hope you stick around. Step into the office. Woo! Welcome back to Mr.BetonYou. Pedro Doordash, Santiago. YouTube is a buzz, boy. What did your boy start? Woo! For those of y'all that missed the live on Sunday, it was crazy. And Hannibal had a live yesterday. That was crazy. 4-hour stream. Shout out to my dude. We're bringing people together from different ways of doing things. And we're having conversations. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. But they're conversations. People are listening. They're taking it in. It's a fantastic thing for the community because, like I said on Sunday, no one person that does these apps knows everything. Not one person. So there are things we can learn from each other through different people's experiences, perspectives in different markets. Now, before we get too far into it, something struck me on Sunday night that I kind of glossed over, and then watching some things and thinking about it. Active time versus dash time. Now we're talking Doordash. And then, but you can also relate it to Uber and Instacart and things like that. I'm going to share with you my opinion on it. I'm going to share some screenshots of my day yesterday. I'm going to break it down like a math equation for you guys on why I don't look at active time. The only way that's important to me is if it shows me if I'm not active enough, something's wrong in my market. But I don't look at active time with how successful I am or my how much I'm making per hour, right? And I only look at the per hour because I want to get done to get to 200 or whatever my goal is that day quickly. The better, the more quickly I reach my number, the better. The less miles I drive, the better. But at the end of the day, dash time is the number one thing you should be looking at for two different factors. We're going to get into that today. I've already been rambling. A lot going on. Let's get into it. So as we exit the Bat Cave and start our voyage today, listen, drop in the comments right now. What do you look at, active time or dash time, when and if you calculate your how much you're making per hour? Some of you guys might not. It's fine. I want you to drop a comment now, and then also want you to possibly, if you're willing, to drop a comment after you watch this video, after I explain why I do what I do and why I think that's more important, in my opinion, for me. Okay? But drop a comment now. Do you look at active time or do you look at dash time? So look at a screenshot here. Yesterday I did 3 deliveries and made $39 for 3 or 4 deliveries. Did 4 deliveries and made 39, I believe, or something like, no, 31, 32, I don't know, 38, something like that with Doordash. And my active time was 1 hour and 9 minutes. So did I make $31, 30 something dollars in that hour? But if you look at my dash time, it's 2 hours and whatever, almost 3 hours, I think, right? Because I had the app on, declined some stuff, might have paused myself a few times because I did Uber. Which number is important if you're trying to calculate how much you made in an hour? Now, if I look at the active time, hey, it's a great number, right? It's fantastic. Most of you guys would love to make that per hour. But to me, listen, I use big words. That's foolish. Doesn't make any sense. Logical. It doesn't make logical sense to me. This is why. I was out. Let's say I was doing Uber and other stuff, right? But if I was in my car, declining orders, sitting in the parking lot, talking to fellow Dashers, whatever, for almost 3 hours, and I only made that money, or 2 hours and whatever, that's a horrible day. Not good. I think it was 38 is what I made. So not good. Because if I'm out and I say I'm going to work 11 to 2 today, I'm going to work a 3-hour lunch shift, and that's all I made, my market sucks. I suck. I don't know what I'm doing. I need to get some tips and trips from somebody, right? If I got if that's the only app on and that's it, and I'm declining that much, something is wrong, right? But if I'm multi-apping and I keep it on and I stack that 38 with the 149 I made, or 152 actually, with because there's a $3 from last week. Anyways, 149. If I put those numbers together and you see my my time on Uber was only 4 hours, a little over 4 hours, then that's a good day. Good day, right? You have to count how much time are you giving these apps. Time is money. Time is the most valuable thing we have in the universe, in my opinion. It's the most valuable thing. And any amount of time you're giving the apps when you have them on and you're ready to work is the time you should be calculating how much you're making per hour. If I turn my app on right now and I get nothing for an hour and I make $0, I made $0 that hour. I don't get to make a nice $50 order the next hour and then say I made 50 bucks because I was only active for 1 hour. No, you were out for 2 hours, you averaged $25 an hour. It's simple math. So I'm not sure why some people only look at the active time. I look at my total amount of time that I'm out on the road. So if I give myself 4 hours to work that day and I make 100 bucks in 4 hours, I average 25 bucks an hour. If I give myself 4 hours and I only worked, in parentheses, 2 hours because I was only active for 2 hours, I didn't make 50 bucks an hour. I made $25 an hour. When you're out driving to a hot spot, driving to your zone, talking to dashers, declining orders, that you are working. You are actively giving the app your time. So drop in the comments now, active or dash time. I don't understand why people would only look at the active, but I don't know everything. My opinion, my thoughts are mine, but tell me why you only look at active. And once again, last scenario, you give yourself 4 hours to work for lunch, but you're only active for half that time. Why are you not active that much, number one? There's a bigger issue. We'll talk about that in tomorrow's video. But then you were out for 4 hours. You gave the app 4 hours of your time. What you did in those 4 hours and what you made is what you averaged. Point blank, period. Whew, I've already ranted, but I'm curious as to why any human being would not look at the amount of time that you're giving the actual app. You're a human giving them your time. If I'm a cashier at McDonald's, they pay me to sit there and twiddle my thumbs sometimes, right? I'm not actively, I'm only working when I'm actually ringing somebody out. No, you're there you're giving McDonald's, you're giving the universe your 8-hour shift. It's 8 hours in total. It's not, they don't break it down and say, well, And some of you will say, well, Pedro, we can do other things while we dash. Hey, you're talking to the king of that. I make videos while I dash. I check on the vending machine. I do a lot of other things while my app is on. But I'm allotting myself so many hours in that day to have the possibility to make money. Count your dash time. Don't count your active time only. Now let's make this money. I'm starting my day at 10:37. So I am active right now, in my opinion. I'm actively waiting, declining, or accepting orders. This is the time, 10:37. If I work for 2 hours and make, if you take that, you're a fool. Sorry. Nope, you're a clown. Hold up, let me decline that. Boop, clown activities. I'm active right now. I'm not on an active order, but that's how Doordash manipulates some of us. So anyways, 10:38, let's hit the road. I'm gonna work till about 6 o'clock today. I will make 200 bucks without a sweat, at least. All right, first trip of the day. It took me 5 minutes. We're getting a little bit of gas. Going to Big Lots on Christie. I know where that's at. 1.3 miles. I was paying $11.02. It's going to go about 5 miles combined. Let's hit it. And another thing I want to mention, listen, we have to know our markets, right? And if you're somebody spending 60, 70, 80 hours a week to make $1,000 and that's how much time you're giving the apps, take active time out of your brain. If you're giving the apps that much of your time, break down that per hour. It's not good. Figure out what you can get done efficiently, effectively. Keep your profits high. Because if you're out here and if it's 70, 80 hours a week to make $1,000, hey, $1,000's good money a week. It's good money. But that's a lot of time. That's 2 full-time jobs. And that's why I strongly recommend figuring out, how can I get some passive income? How can I be out doing this kind of work? And while I'm doing that, actively, whatever, however you want to do it, I'm making money doing something else. Right? My money's working for me. So I'm making money in the gig game. But then when I go home, I got something else I can look at and say, ooh, I was out for 8 hours today, 4 hours today. And I also made money doing this, and I didn't have to give it any of my active time. That's what we're building towards here on this channel. It's one of the main things we talk about. Because when you bet on yourself, you can do that and don't have to rely on the app 100% for your time. The time you give it, and that's all the money you got. Build towards something and get a little passive income. Game changer. Because then you can take your 1,000. You can still make your 1,000, Maybe work half the time in the gig apps, half the time in your car, because you made $700, let's say, but then you made $300 doing something else. So you made your 1,000, but you maybe only had to be out 40 hours in a week. All right, now that I've already ranted and rambled, but I just wanted to put that out there because that's how I look at things, and make it your own. Now comment below from the beginning when I asked, do you look at active, do you look at dash? Is your perspective different? Is it the same? I try to give these apps as little amount of my time per week as possible to get to my goal. And every 3 months or so, I reevaluate my market and what I could be doing and diversifying my money and trying different things and maybe doing some Uber rideshare, putting Instacart in, because I don't want to be out here that long. But I'll still hit my goal. Last year, I was out here way longer to make the money. Now, I'm out here way less every day, still making the same amount of money per day. Plus, we're making money doing other things. That's where we should be going. And for me, whether you multi-app, you got 3 apps on, 2 apps on, 1 app on, if your active time is close to your actual dash time, let's use Doordash for example, that's a good thing. So if you turn the app on and your dash time is 6 hours, your active time is 5.5, that's fantastic. It means you kept busy. It means your market's good. It means you're getting good orders. You're not having to decline a whole lot. Downtime is a killer in the gig economy. If you're sitting in your car too long, thumbing through orders, waiting for the best possible thing, only taking things that are $10 an hour, you might not make a good number at the end of the day. Now, I'm not advocating for taking clown orders. You take $2, $3 orders, you do that consistently, you suck at your job, and you're a clown. But being active is a good thing because it keeps you busy and you're making money. But you still got to take good orders. All right, we're getting ready to pull up, pick up our girl at Big Lots. And look at it like this. Let's say you got to drive 30 miles to get to your zone. Many of you guys do that. Do you count those miles in your profitability and total miles driven? You should. Or do you only count the active miles you drive while you're delivering and you forget about the 30 to get to your zone and the 30 to get back? If you're not including the 60 miles in your profitability, that doesn't make any sense. You had to drive those miles. You had to use that time to make the money. Follow? Does that make any sense? I don't know. All right, let's see who comes out. All right, little kimchi guys. $7, 0.8 miles on Uber Eats. I'll do that. We just dropped off that passenger and we got this one right after. We were here yesterday, baby. All right, make sure you're putting yourself in the spot where there's a lot of things around you so you can get orders quickly. We've been active. We haven't had any downtime. One order to one order to one order. Boom, boom, boom. School drop-offs are the worst sometimes. Do you guys don't? Okay, what's worse, a school drop-off or an apartment building drop-off? Put it in the comments down below. Anybody taking that? I hope not. And we wait. I think this could be a good little order. Let's take it and see what we get. Interesting. I just stumbled upon a hidden gem in my market. Didn't even know this was here, but I'm out in this area often. Check them out. Pretty cool spot. All right, we just got an UberX for Ruthie. Ruthie was the first passenger we picked up for the day. Really nice, had a great conversation. She tipped us in the app. We're in a similar area. It wants us to go to the nail shop. I think this might be the same person we picked up, I don't know, hour and a half ago. Let's find out. All right, Ruthie, let's see. What are the odds? I mean, it could be somebody else. But drop a comment. Are we going to pull up on the same lady we picked up an hour and a half ago? Did she take an Uber from where I dropped her to this nail spot? Now she needs an Uber back home? Let's find out. I think, hold up. Did I see the address? I don't know. This is going to be interesting. Let's see. We're having a little fun as we, That's her. Holy, oh no. Good to see you again.
You too.
I thought that might have been you.
Quick.
That was, yeah. Shout out to Ruthie. That was the same person. We had another great conversation. Love it. Don't get much better than that. Can we say banger? 9 items. This is actually not a cheap place. As long as it's not a whole bunch of cheese cups or something silly, I'm going to take it. Let's see what the subtotal is. Well, what do you know? $59.50. Okay. Definitely going to be more than $6.75. Let's go pick it up. So as y'all know, I'm the hidden tip king. We talk about it here. It had all the indications of a hidden tip. For those of you that are new, when a customer tips more than $4 on orders that are like 4.5 miles or less, and you see a high item count, hidden tip indicator. What do you guys think? Drop a comment down below. What's this going to go up to? 95% of these orders will be more. What do you think? $59 subtotal, high point, 2 miles. Drop a comment. And there's no peak pay, because you have peak pay that makes a difference. I'll give you an example. Let's say I was on a $1 peak pay or a $2 peak pay. That $6.75 does not mean hidden tip indicator. My hidden tip indicator is $6.25 because in my market, most orders that are that mileage are $2.25. This order could have been bounced around a little bit. There's also about a 5% chance, in my opinion, that this order, it could stay the same. They could have tipped $4.50 on $59 worth of food. That's possible. Unlikely though. What do you guys think it's going to be down below? We back.
But not too soon. Yeah. 12 days. I got a little bit of time left. Yeah.
Okay, we just left a really nice house. What is it? Oh, it went up $3. I'll take $9.75 for 2 miles. Let's go. So did you guess that right? You guys saw a $7 tip. They hit $3. Easy. So the base pay went up to $2.75 on that because maybe a few people denied it because the mileage wasn't there. It is what it is. I'll take that order all day. Now this order's trash. $5.25, 9.1 miles. Nope. Horrible. That order would not go up. There's no hidden tip on that. Too many miles. It's showing me a $3 tip. Could be no tip. I don't take orders like that. Nope. No money in that. Some people just stupid. Knock on the mofo though. Some people just dumb. These are the kind of, this is $6.25 for 4 miles. I took it. This is the kind of, sometimes these are the kind of mofos that say they don't get their food. Let's see what happens. Let's see how this drop off goes.
Hello.
Thank you. I got cold. Yeah. I can't make this stuff up. Look what this guy just texted me. You smoke gas? You see this? So what? He's ordering food and trying to also make money selling some weed? Listen, y'all. Some of these Doordash customers they just do too much. What should I say something back? I'm not going to say anything. Well, let's just record them as I drop it off. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Entrepreneur spirit. I ain't mad at you. I just think it's hilarious. Let's have a good... Let's mess with this guy a little bit, shall we? And listen, I called it from the beginning. When people put delivery instructions like that, they're just different. They don't care. Look, I'm not going to be surprised there's no tip on this order. I'm going to laugh at myself if there is. I called it. When you do this enough, you understand patterns and human behavior and like the type of individual that will do this or do that. Yeah. Oh. I'll say this. It's not the weirdest thing I've been texted. It's not the weirdest information I've been texted in an app. I'll say that. Oh, shit. What's up with the message?
Did you smoke?
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Nah, I'm good. Have a good one. $1 tip. Not surprised. Dude was blazed. I don't know if y'all caught it. I'm sure you heard it. I don't know if I was filming him like straight on. But look at that. Not surprised at all. Dude's probably waiting for a minute. Base pay $5.25. Huh. Clown. At the end of the day, to each his own. Ain't nothing wrong with doing all that. I just don't do it. And maybe he was just going to give me something, bless me with something. Who knows? I know a lot of you guys say that happens. Just not my thing. All right, y'all. It's 2:12. So we've been out for just a little, I guess it's been about 3.5 hours. I'm done. Made what I wanted to make today for today's goal. Sorry about all the glasses today, but, you know, it's one of them days. I achieved my goals today. Made what I wanted to make. Today was not a $200 goal day, but I got other things going on. What are your other things? How are you diversifying? What's your passive income? What are you working towards? If you are just doing the gig apps, cool. That's where you're at right now. I was there last year. I want to challenge you guys. What's your next steps? Keep grinding, keep moving, keep challenging yourself. Take risks. Don't be afraid to fail. See you tomorrow. One last thing. If you guys are taking advice, take whatever you want from whoever. But if you're taking notes, advice, lessons, whatever from people that are still in the same spot they were years ago, how's that going to benefit you? If you like this video or others, check out this one here. Consider hitting subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments.